Hey guys, hope you're doing great today. Troy here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you a resource to make your Amazon analytics actionable. First and foremost, you want to be able to glean those analytics, which you experienced sellers know the Amazon is well known for being a void of analytics. And the resource I'm going to be sharing with you is called ManageByStats. As always, you'll find a link in the description to be able to set up a free account and a trial to test it out for yourself. But I'm going to share with you some of the key insights and very specific resources to leverage things like customer data and those that are looking to do some list building, which if you're not, I'm going to highly encourage you to do so. The right tools and resources as part of this platform that you can leverage right away. So let's jump right into it. I've got pulled up here the dashboard so you can see your account health status, your biweekly payouts coming out of Seller Central, and then at a top level, your restock alerts for your product mix. Now, I'm in a staging environment, so if we're looking at Acme products here, it's going to show me the SKUs and then a breakout of some of the information that's pulled dynamically from Seller Central, as well as what you've plugged into the ManageByStats platform, notably your cost of goods sold for a given product, as well as your lead time, understanding your logistics and time of entry or readiness for fulfillment. What you're going to be able to see then once you've plugged that information in is your stock cover trailing 30 days and that big, of course, important flashing light for when you need to restock, ensuring that that inventory readiness. Of course, refreshing that data when you need to, and then exporting this as a CSV, taking it externally if you'd like to use that information there as well. Where I spend a lot of my time is in this tab here when it comes to stats. So this is where you can really break out if you're looking at quarterly, monthly, weekly performance. You can do so as a date range sort or filter, as well as by brand, product line, product name, and so on. So from a macro to a micro level. Looking at the analytics that this provides, as you can see at a top level, orders and refunds and how it breaks out into ultimately your gross profit. But if we take a look at a given SKU, we can see how each row breaks this out for us. So we can see things like product charges, the promo rebates, your Amazon fee. So it really gives that insight as to if you're doing giveaways and those types of things, you want to see your organic sales versus your non-organic or promotional sales. This will break it out really nicely for you for a given SKU, again, using the filter features up top here. Then also in this macro view, it has all of the brands presented with every product in that line presented as well. So you can see again a top level view as well as how it kind of comes out in the wash if you are doing a more general and less filtered view for your totals and subtotals there. Of course, you can, as with any of the reports you generate from ManageByStats, you can export as a CSV, take it elsewhere, hand it off. If you're empowering a brand manager or leader in the team, they can own and manage this and then disseminate it accordingly. Then you've got graphs. So for those folks that like a little bit more visual representation, these are great for quarterly, biannually, or annual glimpses into specific KPIs. Same sorting features here where you can look at specific brands, all brands, do a filter by date range, custom date range, and then just look at these KPIs when it comes to quantity ordered, quantity paid for, product sales when you're delving a little bit more into revenue, and then of course the visual gives you a little bit more of a sense of trend. I'm not a big visual reporting person. Like I said, spend my time in the stats realm, but you can leverage these graphs as needed. Then we've got the big and important resource. Here's where I'm going to spend quite a bit of time because I want you guys to really let this sink in. Is when you send traffic and you garner sales on Amazon, you typically have a transactional relationship with a customer. When you gather that information and find out who your customers are, you're empowered to provide more value, build the potential for continuity, which equates to more loyalty, and the cycle continues. So what the ManageByStats platform allows you to do is first and foremost gather this information and then decide if you want to make it actionable. I know a lot of direct marketing folks, this kind of sounds off the alarm of having that information accessible. Now, big caveat here, for lack of a better word, is keep in mind TOS that you're within Amazon's terms of service. You're not breaking any rules, but use this in a judicious way and in a professional manner to better serve your customer audience. So when we're looking at the customer list, this is all of that information. You can look even further into repeat buyers, geo-analyze, And this is where I spend my time, is generating the reports against, let's say we want to look at 2015 customers for a specific brand line. We can set that date range, we can pick that brand line and generate a CSV file against that. Once that has been generated, you jump over to download report to actually retrieve that, and you're good to go. You have customer information, whether it's paid advertising efforts, direct marketing efforts. There's a whole slew of opportunity there. Just be careful, be judicious. I'm going to remind you of that, because you can go the wrong direction with it, because you're essentially empowered with really powerful information when it comes to customer data. Now, the second part of that, when it comes to a leverageable piece that ManageByStats offers, is email appends. So when you garner that traffic, you get those conversions on Amazon, you typically lose an email. You lose that list building, that continuity piece. ManageByStats allows you to actually capture this information through the email appends tool. So once you get your account set up, hop over there, because you'll see there's different tiers of plans, and it's really cool, really convenient, and really easy to use for such a important piece of your direct marketing and digital marketing efforts, and overall business efforts when it comes to just relationship building, to be in your customer's inbox and provide that value, that ongoing communication, simply by having them go to the largest e-commerce platform to exist and buy your product. You don't lose them in that simple transactional relationship. Huge, 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 cannot be understated. Let's take a look at the few other key and important resources when it comes to taking a look at transactions through ManageByStats. You can do all kinds of sorting and filtering there. Products, where we spend our time as a business, is yes, you can take a look at the product metrics here. This is simply gleaned and pulled dynamically from Seller Central. But then the inventory management piece. So when it comes to what information is included for a given product, and getting to a level of specificity, again, when it comes to inventory readiness, plugging in your cost of goods sold as it's found in the settings, and leveraging this information. So if there's an operations or inventory manager on the team, this is where they would want to spend their time and make sure that that's good to go. Finally, we've got seller mail. So if you don't have your post-purchase follow-up on point, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to, again, build that loyalty, build that relationship with customers. If they have shown interest in your product and have committed to a transaction, as we know as marketers, it's far easier to generate and provide more value and receive more value in return to an existing customer than to find a new. So seller mail allows you to do that. Really emboldened to do branded, polished, high-quality post-purchase emails. So jump in there. You can take a look at messages and get your settings set up and set up rules for your follow-up emails. Jump in again into settings. Get everything set up for your nuance, whether it's your industry, your product mix. Make sure that all those nuances are addressed. Of course, many of the things are going to be pulled in dynamically, but really tailor this to your needs. We've decided as a team to centralize this information and keep it here, but where you can generate those CSVs and take it elsewhere gives you total customization and personalization of this platform. So guys, as you can see, what's native and great about some of the analytics pieces, you can see some of the tools and resources, and this is such a great value proposition as both an analytics piece for tracking, and then actionable, leverageable pieces that are going to ultimately impact your bottom line. So take a look, jump into ManageByStats. Would love to know your thoughts and feedback. Use the link below for access to your free trial account so you can kick the tires. Leave any questions, comments for me. Love to help out and know how you're using it to ultimately see a return, build your audience, and garner more success. So best of luck to you guys. Let me know if I can be some help.